There was only one compass in Sage Hallow's library that never pointed north. Every visitor who found it believed it was broken, until they picked it up. The visitor noticed it resting inside a small carved wooden case beside the great round windows. Its aged brass gleamed softly beneath the afternoon light. The needle moved slowly, calmly, but it refused to settle. Curious, the visitor lifted the compass into their hands. The needle turned once. Then again, it pointed deep into the library. The visitor looked up. "There isn't anything over there," a gentle voice answered. "Perhaps you're looking for the wrong thing." Sage stepped quietly from between the bookshelves. His wings barely stirred the warm air. The visitor smiled. "I think your compass is broken." Sage looked at it for a long moment. Then he smiled. "No. It has always known exactly where to point." The visitor frowned. "Then why doesn't it point north?" Sage met their eyes, then asked quietly, "When was the last time you felt completely like yourself?" The library became so still that even the turning pages seemed to wait for an answer. The visitor opened their mouth. Nothing came. Their thoughts wandered through years of memories. School, work, responsibilities, expectations. Every answer sounded like something someone else had expected of them. The visitor lowered their eyes. "I don't know. I've spent so much time trying to do the right thing. That I don't remember what ever felt right to me." The words settled quietly between them. Sage didn't rush to answer. He simply waited. The visitor looked confused. "What pages?" The compass needle shifted, slowly pointing toward a small stack of well-loved books beside the reading table. Hidden there was a small journal covered in dust. The visitor picked it up carefully. Inside were old dreams, sketches, ideas, plans. Inside were old dreams, sketches, ideas, plans. Before they became so busy becoming who everyone else needed them to be. This lands harder. People don't usually think, "I'm living up to expectations." They think, "Everyone needed something from me." The visitor stared at the pages, almost whispering, "I remember this." Their fingers lingered across the paper, as though greeting an old friend. A quiet smile appeared, small but real. I used to dream about these things. I don't know when I stopped." Sage smiled gently. "I don't think you've forgotten. I think you've been too busy surviving to listen." He looked toward the compass. "It never stopped pointing. You simply stopped trusting what it was trying to show you." The visitor felt something loosen inside them. Not all at once, just enough to breathe. I thought I'd lost myself. Sage shook his head gently. "You didn't lose yourself. You simply became very good at living someone else's idea of your life." The visitor looked down at the compass again. For the first time, they understood. The compass had never been searching for a destination. It had been patiently pointing toward the person they had always been. The visitor closed the journal slowly, then asked, "So, how do I find my way back?" Sage smiled with quiet kindness. "Start by listening to the parts of yourself you've been trying to silence. The dreams you dismissed, the joy you postponed, the voice you kept asking to be quieter. Sometimes life doesn't ask you to become someone new. It simply asks you to come home to the person you were before the world convinced you that you had to be someone else." The library settled into peaceful stillness. The old compass rested quietly inside its wooden case. Its needle no longer seemed restless. It simply pointed home, and in that gentle silence, the visitor understood. They didn't need a different life. They didn't need to become someone else. They only needed the courage to stop walking toward everyone else's expectations and begin listening to the quiet voice inside you that had never stopped calling them home. And if you need a quiet place to sit with that, you're always welcome to rest here for a while.